Welcome to the Terrible Take, mini podcast telling Steelers Nation what's on our mind. I'm Joe Clark. The slot corner battle for the Pittsburgh Steelers right now is something that really intrigues me. It seems as if it should be Beanie Bishop's job to lose. He's been listed number one on the depth chart pretty much since the first depth chart has been released. Since camp started, he is running with the first team. But Mike Tomlin hasn't really given the undrafted free agent rookie any real vote of confidence, and it doesn't help his case that he missed the team's second preseason game against the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, Thomas Graham Jr. has gotten praise from Tomlin and defense coordinator Terrell Austin, but he's still listed behind Bishop on the depth chart, and it just doesn't seem as if it's trending for him to necessarily make the roster, although the practice squad is a very real possibility there. And given the way things have been trending, and just reading between the lines with some of the stuff that, Austin and Tomlin have said in their press conferences, it may come down to an outside addition being the most likely starter in week one. Pittsburgh went outside the organization last season to add Desmond King, and then they barely used him. Then they released him midseason. I think he only had one defensive snap. I think going outside the org to add a slot makes the most sense right now. And given that they did add King last year, it shows that they're not afraid to go outside the organization on cut down day, and it's something they've done in the past, even beyond King. But just looking at the corner position, that's the example I'm going back to here. And Bishop's a good rundown slot, and I think there's a chance he could stick on the roster. I mean, given the fact he is still number one on the depth chart, that's pretty telling. And Graham impressed with his ball skills all throughout camp, but he has limited NFL experience. He's only played 11 games in his career, and it's hard to trust that come week one. And it's why going outside the organization would make some level of sense. I'm a big fan of Bishop personally, and I would love to see him win the job. But it just doesn't seem to be trending in that direction. And a potential waiver claim from someone cut elsewhere could be in the works with roster cutdowns later this week. Right now, the slot corner is definitely the most interesting spot on the roster to look at from me right now, and I'm really interested to see what the team does. Be sure to follow us at SteelersDepot.com. Check out episodes of The Terrible Take every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And check out The Terrible Podcast with Alex Gazor and Dave Bryan every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Go Steelers.